Everybody, this is Jerry, and today we're gonna do a front light bar upgrade. Check it out. So we got this cover from Govee strip light, and basically we have to remove this fascia up here, and then we're gonna install this light in between that light, and it's gonna show the different colors, and it's fully customizable. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look at this. It's cool.
Wow.
I can't wait till this gets installed. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, you want to open this up, and it's got 12 bolts. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So we're going to start by removing them. You got to be careful when you take out the last bolt. Make sure that it doesn't fall on your head. It's not very heavy, but still, two people would be a little bit better. I managed to do this by myself, so make sure to pull this little gray tab down, and then the harness should disconnect just like that. Once you disconnected that, it's got a couple screws in the front. You got 1, 2, I believe it has 2 more on the inside. The light bar itself has 2 screws, 2 bolts in the front. They're 10 mils, but on the inside it has 2 little nuts that are 8 millimeters. Be careful because they're really tiny. These 8 millimeters are really tiny. And then you take off the other one on the other side. Okay, so I had to reposition here, guys, because it was way too high. So I brought the truck down a little bit. I mean, you could use a ladder, but I kind of manually had to bring the front down a little bit. But basically, here's kind of what we're going to end up with. It's like that. And it's going to be like not on the edge, but like on the line right here. So when you get the light, first thing you want to do is download the Govee app, and then it'll allow you, this is fully customizable, so you can cut at every length, but it gives you, like in my case, this is a safe zone to cut it. So I'm going to end up cutting it here, but you want to make sure you disconnect it from the power so you don't get electrocuted. But I measured pretty much from here where I want to start all the way, and that was a good safe zone for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it right there. So I'm just going to disconnect it, and I'm going to cut it at the end of this line right here. So once you guys cut it to length, then you kind of want to start on the opposite end, because the power is going to end up being on that side. Okay, so once you got it installed, it's going to kind of look something like this, and I kind of shortened myself a little bit over here, but I think it'll be fine. It's just like an inch, but that's kind of more or less what it looks like. So we're gonna install the light bar now. Once you have, it's gonna be a little tight getting it in there because the light's basically squished in between the other light. You put your light bar in, and then kind of snug it, and then install your bolts back. So I've already put the 2 nuts in the back, and then for the record, the bolts in the front are kind of like chrome, so they're not black. The ones on the inside are black. So we're gonna put these screws back on. Bobby, you can't see nothing from there. Okay, once you put those 2 screws on, you tighten up the 2 nuts. And then the other side. Okay. So once you do that, you connect the harness back on. Make sure to put in your safety tab. And then now it's just a matter of following this harness. I'm just gonna zip tie it for now, and we could just trace this one, and I'm gonna just pull it underneath. And then for now, I'm using 18 volt Milwaukee inverter, I guess. But to power this, it probably lasts me a couple of hours or a couple of days. We're gonna test it out. So eventually I'm gonna put like an EcoFlow in here just to power these lights, because the truck is 48 volts, as you guys already know. And then these lights are 12 volt. Finish here, guys. You just have to zip tie it through the harness, and then I gotta do a part 2 of where I'm gonna do this. I already have my rock lights switch here. I'm thinking about just mounting maybe double-sided tape and just leave this kind of hang there. You gotta give it some slack so that can go up and down. So it's kind of hard to see the light. Let me see if I can get better quality.